So in this step, we are going to create a application load balancer. For that, you have to type EC2 in the search section, and then you will get this kind of a page. Scroll to the left hand side and you will see load balancer. Once you click on load balancer, then you will see a page like this. We have already created a load balancer, so you should be familiar with these steps. We will click on the create load balancer button. We are going to create a application load balancer. Give it a name, project -ALB. It is an internet facing load balancer because we want to access it from the internet. It is this address type is IPv4. The VPC is default VPC, and we will select all the mappings. Okay. The reason for selecting all of the mappings is that we want that our EC2 can be present in any of these availability zones. So the load balancer should be able to connect to that EC2. So select all of them. Okay. Now from a security group perspective, delete the default security group. Okay. And let's create a new security group by clicking on this link. When you click on this link, it will open a new page, and we will create a security group. We will say ALB security group 1. Description is ALB security group. It will, and then the VPC remains the same. We will add a rule. Okay. Let's say we want to allow, we will be generous and we will allow all traffic from anywhere to access this load balancer. I will repeat, in the inbound rule, we will say all traffic anywhere IP, and we will create this security group. Remember the name of the security group because we will need this. ALB SD1. I've created this security group. I will go back to my load balancer tab. I will refresh this security group section, and I will remove this default security group, and I will search for ALB-SG-1. This is the one that I have created. Okay. Now my load balancer will be listening on port 80, and we will have to create a target group. Click on this create target group link. It will open a new tab. So now when you are creating a target group, you need to specify the instances which are there in the target group. So we will we will use the default option instances. We will give a target group a name, project TG. It is port is 80, no changes over here, no changes over here, and then next. And we will have to select the instance which is available to be registered. So there is only one instance which we have started. We will select port 80, and I will say include or register this instance with the target group, and click on create target group. Okay, so the target group got created, but it is not associated with the load balancer. We will go back to the load balancer page. We will click on the refresh button and then select this target group. That's all. And let's go ahead and create a load balancer. It will take few minutes for the load balancer to be provisioned. Okay. And then remember to note this, copy the DNS name of the load balancer. Now let's go back and look at our target group. Go to your target group, click on this target group, and go to your target section. So here it will say it zero healthy, zero unhealthy. So try to click on refresh button. Okay. So it says target registration is in progress. It will take some time for this EC2 to be registered with this target group. Okay. But in some time it will become healthy, and also your load balancer will become um, will come to a provision state. Okay. So let's give it some time. And once this is done, then we will just have to copy this name of the load balancer and use it in our S3 bucket main file. Okay. Also, if you want to ensure that our load balancer is working correctly, so what we will need to do is copy this, open a new tab, type http, not s, only http colon slash slash, and paste the name of the load balancer slash API slash v1 slash employees. Okay, and press enter. If everything is working correctly, then you should see something like these empty brackets. If you are not seeing these empty brackets, that means there is some problem either with your load balancer or with your Spring Boot application or with your database. Okay. But if you are able to see this empty square brackets, that means that your load balancer and your application and your database is working correctly. Let's go back and look at our load balancer. Let's check the status. It is in active state. Let's go to the target group. Let's do a refresh here, and my EC2 instance is in healthy state. So this all denotes that our configuration is working correctly. Now we will go to the S3 bucket and we will configure the load balancer with the UI.